motion, trying to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot. The football.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. You just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting it, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And the Horned Frogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Peoples. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level.
Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Smith dropping to pass. Got a man. It's Beebe. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The inside handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem.
Makes the catch at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here we go. Smith wants to throw. Working that left side now. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Toss to the outside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Now improvising. That's reeled in, it's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Looking for space, it's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw it. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's James. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Payne. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's small. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. Touchdown, Horned Frog! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. Quick throw, and he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for the big play. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Smith dropping to pass. With the catch, it's Ezukama. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ezukama. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. Made a defender miss. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Baker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. They're just plowing ahead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Peoples. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Plows through the defense. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Smith wants to throw. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to make it. And a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught him and getting him on the ground.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's small. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Baker. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Spins away from the defender. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Makes the grab. It's Beebe. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Grab near the marker. It's Beebe. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they...
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin, looking to buy time. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll immediately call timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Smith wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Ezukama. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll try to power it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
59, TCU, 42.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Beebe. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to